All right, guys, look at this here in the Daily Mail. Healthy young people are dying suddenly and unexpectedly from a mysterious syndrome as doctors seek answers through a new national register. People aged under the age of 40 being urged to go and get their hearts checked may potentially be at risk of having sudden adult death syndrome, or SADS. SADS is an umbrella term to describe unexpected deaths in young people. A 31-year-old woman who died in her sleep last year may have had SADS. So this is absolutely terrifying, being 34 years old myself. People under age 40 are being urged to have their hearts checked because they may potentially be at risk of sudden adult death syndrome. The syndrome known as SADS has been fatal for all kinds of people, regardless of whether they maintain a fit and healthy lifestyle. Jesus. SADS is an umbrella term to describe unexpected deaths in young people, said the Royal Australian College of General Practitioners, most commonly occurring in people under 40 years of age. The term is used when a post-mortem cannot find an obvious cause of death. The U.S.-based SADS Foundation has said that over half of the 4,000 annual SADS death of children, teens, or young adults have one of the top two warning signs present. Those signs include a family history of SADS diagnosis or sudden unexplained death of a family member, and fainting or seizure during exercise, or when excited or startled. Wow. Last year, a 31-year-old woman, Catherine Keane, died in her sleep while living with two friends in Dublin. Guess that's her. Her mother, Margarita Cummins, told the Irish Mirror they were all working from home, so no one really paid attention when Catherine didn't come down for breakfast. They sent her a text at 11:20 a.m., and when she didn't reply, they checked her room and found she had passed. Her friends heard a noise in her room around 3:56 a.m. and believes now that is when she died. Ms. Cummins stated that her daughter went to the gym and walked 10,000 steps every day. I take some comfort in that she went in her sleep and knew no pain, and I'm grateful for that. I always worried about the kids driving in the car, but never saw this coming. I never thought I'd ever lose a child in my life. Melbourne's Baker Heart and Diabetes Institute is developing the country's first SADS registry. There are approximately 750 cases per year, Jesus, of people under 50 in Victoria suddenly having their heart stop, cardiac arrest, a spokesperson said. Of these, approximately 100 young people per year will have no cause found, even after extensive investigations, such as full autopsy. Wow. Cardiologist and researcher Dr. Elizabeth Paritz said, Baker's registry was the first in the country and one of only a few in the world that combined ambulance, hospital, and forensics information. Okay, so this goes on here. Look, the numbers aren't freakishly high, but the fact that anybody's dying and they literally can't figure out why it is, and it's young people in particular, it's like, Jesus Christ, what is this? So, look, I have no answers here. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical expert, so my opinion is worth less than nothing. It's worth certainly less than every doctor you can think of, and probably worth the same as any other asshole just spouting off, but but obviously the speculation that first comes to mind when I read this is, does this have something to do with COVID? Does this have something to do with COVID? Because there's a lot of long COVID that people talk about. Are there symptoms that people just don't even realize, and then one day, boom, it pops up, and then that's it, you're donezo? I don't know. Is it something else entirely? Is it environmental? Is it genetic? Is it triggered by eating certain foods or whatever? I don't know, but I certainly, this is like when I was a kid and you would see some goofball show on TV about like spontaneous human combustion. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten into that, but you could probably go down a YouTube rabbit hole on that and get lost in the weeds thinking about spontaneous human combustion where people just like light on fire and die. That's a weird thing. This is equally as weird. Maybe slightly less weird, but still really weird. Like dying, and they have no reason why, and you're young. So anyway, just figured I'd scare the shit out of all of you today, because this scared the shit out of me, so we're all going to be scared shitless together. But sudden adult death syndrome is now a thing. And, wish I didn't know that. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.